Hello, welcome back to the Snap-on Tri-County Tool Show. Feels good to be saying this once more in 2022. We're doing the year in review show. So, first time doing this, thought where you guys seem to like the review of tools. Obviously, this is a tool truck. You want to see about tools. I'm going to talk about, it was supposed to be the top tool from each category of the year. So either new tools or tools that I've sold a lot of. And honestly, I couldn't pick one tool from each. So it's going to be 1 to 2, we'll say. But without further ado, as you've probably seen from the thumbnail, you know a good idea of what we're going to be talking about today. But there may be some surprises. So hop aboard. And if you have any questions, let me know. And here it is, folks. This is the first of many products we're going to talk about today. I'm going to press the on button, and I'm going to start you right from the bottom all the way up on this guy, if we can get it all focused in there. So basically, this is going to be, again, I tried to pick one tool from each category. So diagnostics, shop equipment, hand tools, power tools, and new product of the year. Now, obviously, your trade might be different. You might not have the same idea as what I do, but just seeing on the truck what I've been seeing, this guy is again, another feather in the cap for Snap-on. It's another groundbreaking item. You've seen how quick it boots up for one, and for two, as Diagnostic Suite pops open here as well, you're going to see what looks very, very familiar in our, obviously, Diagnostic Suite. So this is our diagnostic scan tool, I would say, of the year, our Zeus Plus. We have released a few different diagnostic tools, but for me, in my route, this seems to be a big deal breaker. So first of all, again, if you have watched my demo on the Intelligent Diagnostics, this will look fairly similar. Just going in, showing you how quickly this guy works. So if you're familiar with the Zeus, very similar to the Zeus with a little bit of a bigger screen, higher resolution, a bigger hard drive, basically the 2023 or the 2022 version of the Zeus. So if I click code scan here, click that, pre-scan, basically it's as quick as you can click with it, is what I usually say to guys. So I just went into a demonstration model, so obviously it's preloaded in, but it does simulate being attached to the vehicle. See how quick it is? You click on your code and it gives you that filtered data list. So if you're looking at this P0300 code, if I again zoom in here, it gives you any TSBs related to that code. It gives you any commonly replaced parts, any smart data, so filtered PID lists, any functional testing, guided component testing, and then your SureTrack cause complaint corrections with your troubleshooter and everything else. So very, very excited to have these guys on the truck again, starting next year and ending out this year. These guys have been a great tool to have. Again, quicker boot up time than the old Zeus, all the same brains, but imagine those brains, instead of being in a 60-year-old or an 80-year-old, they're in a 20-year-old. That's basically what this guy is. It's as fast as it can be, but with all the knowledge of its predecessors. So really, really cool tool on that side of things. Number 2 on the list, we got to talk about this behemoth. I don't even know if I can get it all in one frame. This is our HBBD 56. This is our latest and greatest, if I can grab it here, dead blow ball peen hammer. So I'm going to drop this down here, go top to bottom with it. Again, if you've seen our video on hammers, you're going to know most of these different features. But if you haven't, of course, you get that, well, I'd have to say the industry leading steel shot ball peen canister. But basically, it's an unimpeded flow. So what that means is basically from this end to this end, you have nothing in the way to keep that steel shot from flowing from left to right or right to left when you're hitting on something. It deadens the blow. where we're using steel shot. It's a little bit more expensive, but it does not mush up the same way lead or sand would break apart wood. The way that we can make that unimpeded is we actually take what's our backbone inside of here, a fiberglass handle, and wrap it around that canister. So nothing, at least strength-wise, has been compromised, but the actual effectiveness of the hammer has been boosted quite a bit. Now, where this is a 56-ounce hammer, there are a few things that are bulked up. You'll notice in the neck, it's more of a tapering compared to, if I grab, this guy's just our 56, or sorry, the 56 versus our 32-ounce hammer. You'll notice it's more of a tapering. Now that, like I said, is just because of the amount of force that you're going to be able to hit with this guy. Flared out handle, of course, like I said, if you notice the comparison to them, and actually this guy right here, this is the kit that we have on sale. If you're on the truck, definitely hop aboard and grab your color. Again, one of the best tools of the year, one of the newest tools of the year as well, but has been flying off the shelves for everything from stubborn rotors, where we do live in our own type of rust belt up here. A lot of things do seize together, so very handy to have. Your comfort grip handle flares out, like I said. That's so if you do have oily hands and you're swinging, you don't lose it halfway through your swing. And again, a great tool to add to the toolbox. All right, and for the next lean, mean green machine, along with its high-vis counterpart, these two have been neck and neck for sales throughout the year. They've been some of the best tools that I've sold, at least power tool-wise, beating out competitors, beating off those bolts that no one else can, and of course, just making life easier in general. So, our CT861, I believe, was released last year, about 2,500 RPM. You do get 225 foot-pounds of torque, brushless, I should say, caged armature, and then the smaller brother, the brushless drill, I believe was released last year as well. But both, I'd say, the power tool of the year, just with how well they work. Now, a lot of guys would argue, say the half-inch CT9080 or the 9050 are the tools of the year. Definitely for heavier duty stuff, for tires, great tools, but especially with the dual trigger of the 3/8, the compact nature of the tool, the ultra bright LEDs on the front to get into tight spots. For everyday use, you can use this for darn near anything you're getting into. And then for the drill, same idea. You got your two ultra bright LEDs on the front. Your steel chuck, which I will say, especially that ratcheting mechanism, when it does tighten up, it can hold on to a round drill bit just as good as a tapered drill bit, so you don't got to worry about those twisting out. Same idea, about 450 RPM on low with higher torque, or 1500 RPM on high RPM with lower torque as well. So of course you get your chuck to pass by if you want, about 200 inch-pounds of torque. But again, both of these tools, the way they're built, the engineering that's gone in, will last us into the future for quite a while, and of course last you guys on the battlefronts into the future. Both takes are 14.4 lithium-ion batteries. They're completely interchangeable, and for the price points that we have on these guys, like I said, they've been flying off the shelves. I wish I could pick a favorite, but it's like a child. You can't pick a favorite when they're both equal and awesome in their own ways. So great tools to add to the toolbox, and if you did in 2022, definitely good on you. And there's only one way to end a tool of the year video, and it's to talk about what I would have to say is the tool of the year through hand tools, through shop equipment, because technically any tool that you buy should be quote-unquote shop equipment. You are using it in a shop, and it is equipment. So I'd have to say these hand tools, these LN47 ACFs, above and beyond the Zeus Plus for efficiency, above and beyond the hammers for the amount of torque you can hit with them. Speaking of torque, even the impacts and the drills. I think these are the most life-changing tools we've come out with this year. Because of exactly this, that three-way jaw that we have opened up right now. When you need to grab on something larger, that you don't have to worry about shooting out the end of your needle nose pliers. Or if I can do this one-handed, you can tighten these guys up and use them as a regular long nose plier. I have been at least schooled on why they are not needle nose and they are long nose pliers, but I will definitely say for both applications, with that, if I can zoom in here, with that toweling grip serration on the inside, completely machined jaws, you can't beat them. If you haven't watched my video on them before, I definitely recommend it. It will be in the description down below, so you can go watch it on the demonstration and exactly how these guys will change your life. But in 2022, definitely what I'd have to say is the tool of the year. All right, folks, here we are at the end of the year, at the end of the video. Without getting too sappy on you guys, because obviously you're a bunch of technicians or technician wives, family members, no matter what, as I plop you down here just so I can wave my hands around like a crazy person and not give you guys vertigo. Just want to thank you. Whether you were hopping on the truck or virtually hopping on the truck, no matter what, you guys definitely made it a great year. Hopefully I was able to give you a little bit of information that you can take to your Snap-on trucks, or at least take to your everyday lives, just trying to figure out how to make those vehicles get back on the road, or at least make the problems go away a little bit quicker. So again, if you're subscribed, I really do appreciate you. If you haven't, I do always recommend it. And hopefully if you guys have any questions or you see anything in the background of my videos, leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But with that being said, have a happy holidays. Again, happy new year. And we'll be talking very, very soon in 2023.